Yeah, it looks like we're all in the
You
same
do.
place with the background.
Yeah, we're all in the same room.
Hell yeah.
This clown,
Awesome.
it's like a clown saw kind of room. So fast, like,
It really is.
Hmm.
Well, welcome to Weekend Update. I'm your host, Preston Tompkins.
And I'm Zach Reinert.
Each week, we invite our friends on to read monologue jokes they wrote about topics from this past week. This week, we have another stacked lineup. We actually have our first ever, we're making history here, returning guest. Please give it up for Cory Helie, everybody.
Hello. Hi. Thank you.
Hell yeah. Cory, do you have anything you want to promote?
Every Wednesday, Ratio Beer Works, I have a comedy show with my buds, and this Friday, August 2nd, headlining the comedy portion of Lucha Libre and Laughs, best comedy wrestling show there is.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, dog. Oh, you want me to? Oh, next.
Yeah, go for it.
Next very funny comedian. Give it up for Nick Holland, everybody.
Yeah.
hey, thank you guys for having me. Yeah, I'm going to be featuring at Stella's in Greeley week after next Thursday. But yeah, second next Thursday. And then on August 13th, I'm doing a retrospective of a bunch of short films and sketches I've made over the last several years at the Lyric Cinema up in Fort Collins, Colorado.
Fuck yeah, that rules, man. Where can people find you online?
At Kick Holland on Instagram. That's the one I use the best. And then Kick Holland on Facebook as well.
Perfect. Awesome. And Cory, real quick before we move on, where can people find you online?
At Cory Helie, CoryHelie.
Hell yeah.
Thanks.
And last but not least, fellow Nebraskan, Helie Raven, everybody.
Hi.
Hell yeah. Anything you want to promote, and where can people find you online?
Well, I'm headlining Stella's in Greeley on August 8th, and I do shows all over Colorado all the time. So if you want to keep up with that, you can just follow me at Barfight Barbie on Instagram.
Man, I forget sometimes that your handle's that. That's one of my favorite handles that
The great
comes
handle.
up on Instagram.
It's always Kick Holland for some reason.
Yeah.
I always liked Kick
It
Holland.
is,
That's a good...
Nick, when I go to search you in my phone, I always type kick and it doesn't come up.
Yeah, I get a lot of flack for I was dodging an HR department like a decade ago. And now the number of people that meet me in real life and they're like, wait, it's not kick? So I don't actually come off as eccentric enough to be
yeah.
kick in real life, you know?
That's so funny. Helie, you started staying up in Nebraska, I think, after Zach and I left, because it's Zach and I's like 10 years in Colorado.
Yeah.
I want to start a new segment on this podcast. Do you miss Nebraska, Helie? And then we'll go to Cory after that.
Comedy wise, no.
Okay.
But there are things about Nebraska that I have learned to appreciate since being away. Like, yeah, there's things that I can look back now and I'm like, that was nice. But I'm very great with not moving back. The short answer would be no.
No. Yeah. Cory, now you spent like a year or two in Nebraska, like mid-COVID, didn't you?
Not
or was
quite.
that before COVID? Okay.
Right before COVID, my wife and I chose to move back to Omaha, where Helie and I became buds, but we only stayed for 6 months.
Oh, okay.
And we only stayed for 4 months before we decided to move back to Denver. But my wife didn't like it. I love Omaha, and I only got 6 months there because I'm from Western Nebraska. I'm from North Platte, and I lived in Kearney for a long time. So Omaha was like a treat for me, but it wasn't Denver, which like I'm a Denver guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy. Omaha comedy should have more. It's not that much smaller, I feel like.
Yeah. Like at least comedian wise.
I don't know why it was. I mean, maybe it's different now. I haven't been there.
Yeah, that's true. I go back like once every 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to ask Cowsguard or Dahlgren next time we're on the scene. Well, that's your Nebraska segment, folks. Let's get to some monologue. Hey, last week Biden dropped out. The week before that, Trump got almost assassinated. This week, nothing much, but just some couch accusations.
Filler episode.
So folks, if you get sick of some of these jokes, don't blame us. Blame the greatest political scandal in our recent history. So let's kick it off here, folks. This week, vice presidential candidate J.D. Vance was faced with allegations that in his memoir, he revealed that he had sexual relations with a couch. J.D. Vance reclined to comment.
I am so fucking sick of these accusations.
Well, JD Vance fucking a couch continues the trend of treating women like objects and objects like women.
Come on. Some of us just like more cushion for the pushing.
He may have been fucking a couch, but he was thinking about the dolphin who got away. Did you see the thing about him searching the dolphin and the lady together? And he was like, maybe the internet was a mistake. And they were like, we can tell that you searched for a dolphin and a lady fooling around because of how your search is highlighted.
Man, I didn't even have the brain space to even consume that portion of it. So did he actually just search dolphin?
Yeah, he searched for like a dolphin with a woman basically online.
That is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
All right. My God. All right. Zach, you are up.
All right. Vice presidential candidate J.D. Vance is denying reports that he was once caught having sex with a couch. Furthermore, despite reports also emphatically denying that he ever experimented with any futons in college.
Some women like folds. He likes fold outs.
Oh, fantastic. All right. Up next, we got Helie.
Any joke or
whatever you want.
Well, I was very excited about the drama with nearly forgotten one-hit wonder Billy Ray Cyrus. You guys get in on that?
No, I'm excited for this joke.
Yeah.
A tape was leaked this week. It was audio of him screaming his ass off at his 37-year-old wife named Fire Rose. Billy Ray sounds rough. That is not a sentence that I thought that I would be saying in 2024. You know Billy Ray from saying things like, I just love having barbecues down in Tennessee with my family, but I just never have time anymore, and singing Achy Breaky Heart 30 years ago. But these days he has taken to calling his daughter a devil skank. And there's a tape of him screaming at his wife, and she says, I just want you to be happy. And he literally responds, no, fuck you. Fuck you. You know better than that. So I know that we're all shocked that a man named Billy Ray from Tennessee could be abusive. I know that's a blind side. When informed about the domestic dispute between Billy Ray and Fire Rose, police went to the nearest trailer park and shot a dog.
Jesus Christ.
That's amazing. I love that. That's great.
Great. My God, that is fantastic. All right. Right now, that's my favorite joke of this episode. We'll see which one tops that.
That'll be a great clip.
Oh my God. Thank you, Helie. Up next, we got Nick.
All right. This week, half of congressional Democrats boycotted a speech by Benjamin Netanyahu to Congress. When asked, one Democratic senator in attendance explained, I was just here for the opener.
Oh, man. I totally forgot Netanyahu was fucking here this week. I was too busy with couches.
Lauren Boebert looked like she was going to jerk him off in that theater or wherever they were, dude.
The couch fucking was a distraction, man.
It was. Oh my God. All right. We got Cory.
This is some serious, entirely true news. All right. I mean that this is fucking so coincidental. A 20-year-old died when she slipped and fell off the top of a mountain at Yosemite National Park. The victim's first name was Grace, which apparently she did not have much of. And continuing the truth here, her real last name, was Roloff, which is exactly what she did when she reached the top of that mountain.
Oh God!
How is her name that? How is
That
her
is
name Grace Roloff?
Fucking
God has a great
insane.
sense of humor and loves the long game.
I opened that article and I was like, "There's no way this can be fun."
No, that's like if
she died of irony poisoning.
Yeah, that'd be like if my name was Arby's heart attack. Like Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my God! All right, I'm gonna delete a couch joke because that one was basically already done. We got this one. Okay, JD Vance faced allegations that he had sex with the couch this week. There was a plus side, however. His campaign for vice president received a sizable donation from American Furniture Warehouse.
More like American Furniture Whorehouse.
Do you think JD Vance gets an argument with his wife just so he could go sleep on the couch on purpose? Just so he can get some alone time?
People asked him if he had any other like sexual preferences, and he was like, "Well, I'm not really into men, but I am into ottoman."
JD Vance was dismayed this week to learn that the presidential cabinet isn't furniture.
He watches casting couch porn and he's like, "Hey, what's that lady doing here?"
What? Hey,
he fucks the flag, old glory hole.
You know, just every furniture store that week received a memo. Do not answer any questions from customers about JD Vance.
I wonder if it's all furniture or just couches. Like if it's just like an all. Like...
Well, JD Vance prefers a love seat, but he'll settle for an easy chair.
He fucked a single bed and it turned into twin beds.
A lawn chair looks like fishnets to him.
This is like his Richard Gere gerbil moment.
Oh my God, it really is.
All you want, you'll never escape it.
Oh man,
let it go.
There was some quote from I can't remember what presidential candidate, and it was like rumors like this, like it doesn't matter if it's true, but I just want the motherfucker to deny it, and like for the rest of his life, this will be hanging over his head.
One reporter should just ask him at every press conference until he's dead.
My God,
like there should just be one reporter that asks at every one of them.
Fucking fantastic.
Mr. Vance, at least tell us you're using protection, some sort of Scotch guard or something.
He's got plastic on the couch like a grandma.
Yeah. He gets goosebumps whenever he goes over to his grandma's place. All right, up next, Zach.
Okay, vice presidential candidate JD Vance continued his recent okay, we'll restart that.
Go for it.
Vice presidential candidate JD Vance continued his recent weird remarks streak lately after his Diet Mountain Dew comments Thursday, describing himself as useful as a TV remote, saying everyone needs it. One other way he's like a TV remote is you might find him between some couch cushions.
When asking for donations, JD Vance said, "Folks, clear out those couch cushions. You never know what's underneath them."
JD Vance was actually heartbroken this week when his couch at home gave birth to a remote. Been seeing the television.
God damn it. Up next, Helie.
Well, an Apple store in Maryland signed a union contract with store employees. Meanwhile, Apple factories in China have installed softer suicide nets, showing that a rising tide truly does raise all boats.
Oh, that's fantastic. God damn it.
That's really all I brought to the table.
Hey, you came in with
you guys
two
are
fucking
such
bangers.
good joke writers. Thank you for including me and giving me a shot.
Feel free to riff and tag if you want.
Yeah, I wanna.
You came in with the fucking heat though, so
hopefully I'll be as good as you guys one day. I don't know how you guys can just like turn this out and just keep
autism. That's what it is.
Damn it, I am the quiet kind.
All right. We got Nick.
All right. On Wednesday, California Governor Gavin Newsom launched a national campaign to get out the vote and remind people that the Democratic Party is the party of compassion. And on Thursday, he dropped a homeless man into a vat of acid.
Oh man, I could just hear Norm Macdonald saying that joke. That's fucking great.
That's great.
All right, Cory.
Members of the Gospel Music Hall of Fame group the Nellens died in a plane crash in Wyoming on Friday. The aircraft with 7 on board wasn't on their way to Casper, but they all made it anyways. Christian music fans are calling it the day the music died for our sins. The wreckage sparked a wildfire. Many in the music industry would agree it's always best to go out with a little heat. Look, guys, I'm sorry, guys. Airplane jokes are tough because usually if you've heard one, you've Marshall Thundering heard them all. I wrote that last one for Zach specifically.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I loved it.
The Thundering Herd one.
Did you see the movie about that with Matthew McConaughey?
No.
Oh man, they did a movie about the Marshall Herd plane crash where the whole football team died.
Oh yeah, that came out like when I was in high school.
Yeah, and
Forgot
Matthew
about the
McConaughey
movie.
plays the football coach that takes over the new program.
Oh my
It
God.
just
Talking
start
about
over.
Wait.
football movies. Okay,
Was
I was at Walmart when VHSs were still a thing with my grandma, and she bought Remember the Titans on VHS. She gets home, puts it in the VHS, starts watching it, and she goes, "Oh, I thought this was a movie about a boat."
We are Sparta.
Zach,
You said,
be-
Zach, it was a Matthew McConaughey movie about them being lost.
Yeah, he's
What-
yeah.
What was
He
the name of
plays
it?
How
How to Lose a
we-
Guy in 10 Days?
Shut the fuck up.
to lose 100 guys in 10 hours.
Haley, I gotta admit, I thought your story was gonna go to your grandma being like, "There's black people in this movie." What the fuck
Me
I
too,
do?
entirely.
Too. I was like,
I don't get how she didn't
boy.
make the connection. The cover's like a football dude holding football stuff, and she was like, "This is Titanic, definitely."
Oh, that is fantastic. Okay,
Remember the Titanic.
remember the I got my very last JD Vance joke. I promise. I'm so sorry. Vice presidential candidate JD Vance was fighting online accusation this week that he had sex with the couch in his youth. He denied the allegations, saying that he is going to sue this person for defamation and that, quote, "these accusations will not upholstery in court." That's my last couch pun.
It's so funny. It's so funny that he's so against trans people, but it gets him hard when he rearranges his furniture.
Foreplay rearranging the living room.
Oh,
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Oh,
Even
God.
you just know, even his wife this week, when they sit down after a long, hard day, they pop on Netflix, you know, she's just kind of looking over and seeing like if he's like rubbing the couch at all.
She
Even
turns
their marriage is fucked up now.
she turns Friends on and she's like, "Is that the one? Is that the one?"
Dude, did you see Jennifer Aniston clap back at him this week for like his cat lady comments?
Yeah.
And in that thread was people
shit.
just posting the couch from Friends on JD.
That's-
It was
that's
so
very
fucking
funny.
funny.
That rules, dude.
That
That's
was so
very
fucking
funny.
funny.
It's like, I don't even have a joke about it, but he made that comment and it was like, "Hey, I don't have cats, I have rats."
Get it right.
Yeah, no one's fighting for the
son of a
rat
bitch.
lady community vote. Someone needs to appeal to Haley. They need to appeal to the rat lady vote.
Yeah, people
All
don't
right.
care about my demographic.
All
I
right.
go get one of the rats for a guest appearance.
I desperately want to see that. That is.
Do you
so
want me to go
fucking
get a
funny.
rat?
Actually, yeah. Do you have
I'll
a
go
rat?
see it.
Yeah. We're
Can I
also
tell a
making
joke
history.
while we're
Yeah, go for it, Zach.
all right. Studies show that in 2024, less Americans can afford to go on vacation than ever before. The reason, economists say, it's actually really hard to become a Supreme Court justice to get those sweet, sweet perks.
Oh my God. Biden was saying that he's going to announce some reformations on the Supreme Court tomorrow. So we'll see if that actually happens or if he forgets that he
should just
announced
add
that.
like 5 people. Ooh, fuck it.
Dude.
There are no rules. Just
You
add
got
like
presidential
5 dudes.
immunity now. Go for it.
Just add like 5 dudes.
And specifically 5 men. Just be like the Supreme Court dudes rock bench.
Put Obama on there.
Oh my God. People would lose their fucking mind if they put Obama on there.
Deserves to have to work the rest of his life. Put his ass on the Supreme Court justice.
Yeah, he doesn't get to float with Netflix money.
I mean that in a derogatory way. He actually deserves to have to work the rest of his life. It's like they
Oh shit. Our 6th guest on the episode this week.
Nice.
This is Michelle.
Michelle.
Yeah.
Weekend update Michelle Rat segment.
80 hands left the couch.
Fuck yeah. Helie, do you
there
have
are
any
cums in his couch cushions?
You think I could just do this on OnlyFans and pay my bills?
Oh,
Yep,
absolutely.
Absolutely.
You totally could.
Just Venmo'd you $7. Just like that.
It all goes to this little girl right here.
All right. Helie, do you have another joke you want to say? If not, we'll move on to Nick.
I don't. You can go ahead and move on to Nick, and I'm gonna get this rat off my ass.
For the people only listening,
you sound like a mobster.
Gonna get this rat off my ass.
Yeah.
For people listening, there is a video portion of this podcast on YouTube. Go to Weekend Update YouTube to see the rat lady, baby.
Gotta get this rat off my ass.
All right, you're up, Nick.
All right. Zookeepers across the U.S. and Canada are now concerned with the amount of screen time the gorillas are being subjected to. Zoo visitors have been coming up and holding their smartphones to the enclosures, and the gorillas seem to like watching videos of other gorillas. To be honest, not really a problem until somebody shows them the Planet of the Apes movies.
Wait, guys, hold on. We can unionize. All right, you're up, Cory.
One man was killed in a Maryland mall shooting near the Panda Express. The shooter's right to a speedy trial was granted immediately because of their proximity to the food court.
Yeah, take a laugh for that one, Cory. Take a goddamn laugh.
Love it.
Thank you.
Oh god damn it. Fantastic. I actually okay, I got a food related one too.
Food related one?
Oh yeah, I got a food related one, baby. The Ohio Supreme Court has ruled that boneless chicken wings can contain bones.
What is our country even about?
Truly. Burn
Ohio. It's also amazing that this is happening in Ohio. They're really getting down to the issues in Ohio. They added that the food items label on the menu described a cooking style, and it was not a guarantee. Moments after the ruling, KFC announced their new item, chicken pussy.
Those are headlines that I genuinely get angry about.
Oh, absolutely. I was like, this is what we're spending our time on.
Now, is that
From
bone
Nebraska?
in?
Is it because we're stupid?
So is that bone in chicken pussy?
Yeah, that's the double decker at KFC. It's the bone-in chicken pussy.
I know the McGangbang's already a thing, but Preston,
Yes,
you remember the KFC Double Down?
goddamn right I do.
And it should have just been called KFC Gangbang, shouldn't it?
It 100 should have been, because not only is like that's what it feels in your mouth, but that's what your heart's arteries feel like. They're getting
Yeah, and that's what's happening in the sandwich. That's what the chicken is doing to the bacon and the cheese. It's a whole event, operation, sexual experience.
All right, each week, Helie, we need your fast food rant. That's gonna be a
Oh
new
my
segment.
God. If you got me on here with Review Bra from YouTube, you
Oh
know,
yeah. No.
do you know who I'm talking about? I fucking love him.
Can you call it Rant's dressing?
Excuse me? What? What'd you say about ranch dressing?
Oh, can you call it Rant's dressing?
Rants dressing.
Rants dress.
Oh,
Rants
ranch
dress.
dressing. I get it now. I thought we was about to have a fight.
No, I'm from Nebraska. I'm from Nebraska. I've got that IV'd into my arm right now because I'm hungover. I got a ranch, a Hidden Valley IV in this
Oh
arm.
man, it is a goal of mine to get our podcast sponsored by Runza. So that will fucking happen sometime.
I don't know, man.
I worked at a Runza.
I worked at a Runza.
Really?
Yeah.
We're so inbred.
Let's start a Runza podcast, dude. Get sponsored by the Weekend Update podcast.
Call it,
all
you
right.
could call it. You could call it
Weekend
Temperature
update sponsored
Tuesday.
by Runza. Oh my God, that would
Yeah.
be. Come on.
You obviously you call the podcast Temperature Tuesday.
That's good.
Oh.
That's good.
Okay, so I'm looking at Nick's face right now. Nick, are you hip to what Runza is?
I've had Runza in Loveland once.
Leveland. Okay,
It's
so
like
they're
a Nebraska staple, right?
yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't know there was a Runza in Leveland, so that's
There is.
Okay, so if the listeners, if you don't know what Runza is, it's a fast food chain based out of Nebraska. It is the most Midwestern chain because on Tuesdays during the winter, if it's too cold to go outside, they give you a discount in the drive-through, and it's called Temperature Tuesdays. So in high school, when we were broke as shit and had a snow day, my brother and I would trek out. We would shovel the driveway so we could go drive to Runza. That's how fucking Nebraskan we were.
Beautiful.
Wow. So
There's
what-
also one in Longmont, everyone.
Oh, really? Okay.
what's
Wait, no.
uh,
How do
New
y'all feel
ideas.
about
New
chili
ideas.
and cinnamon rolls?
Oh, chili and cinnamon rolls are great.
Oh, nope. Okay, that's some middle of nowhere bullshit.
Yep.
Oh yeah, it's great.
It sounds gross. It tastes good.
Okay. Did Cory, did you say a joke? Wait, yeah, I did. I did the Ohio one. So now it's on to Zach.
Okay. A 17-year-old Nebraska boy is being accused of derailing a train, recording video of derailing the
Oh.
train, and then posting the train on the internet. Authorities are charging the juvenile with 4 counts of being the most autistic little fucker alive.
He's like, I'm going to the source. I'm going straight to the source.
He had
Is
to
he go-
mainline. He had to mainline
Is he going to jail? He's gonna get railed, dude.
it.
But how did he derail it?
I actually didn't read the article.
Oh,
Did you say he was
that's-
autistic? He probably
Alright.
interrupted to try to relate.
He
Yeah,
put a
he's
bunch
just
of
pulling
tooth.
He's trying to pull a JD Vance on the train, and it's just too hard if it's moving, you know?
When I was little, I lived in a really small town in Nebraska, like a railroad town, and there was
Mhm.
a train stopped at the tracks, like waiting for something.
Yeah.
And me and my dad walked up, and the guy was like, "Do you want to honk the train horn?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he let me come in and do it, and now I have autism.
And that guy became your dad.
Oh. For those
I've
of you who
never
don't,
done it again. I think it'll go away if I just honk the horn again.
oh my God. Yeah, you got to cancel it out.
Mhm.
For those of you who don't know, I used to work at the Denver Zoo, and my job was driving the children's train. Now, I didn't think it was that big of a deal, but there are people out there that are obsessed with trains that are not autistic, and they're fans of trains. They go around the country taking photos. They have like physical photo albums. And I found out that fans of trains are called foamers. This is 100% true. Foamers.
Ugh.
They're called foamers, and that is the worst name for fandom of anything I've ever heard. And they call themselves foamers. There's like foamer shirts and shit, and it's psychotic. So
How's that
anytime I hear about a
spelled?
train, I think of that.
Say foamers?
Foamers, like foamers.
Yeah.
Like they get rabies. They're so
Yeah.
excited about
It's
trains.
fucking crazy.
That's
like
nuts.
a
Coming
weird
at the
kink.
rail yard.
Yeah, but like,
Imagine the train sets in their basements, though.
dude, They would come up to me and they would ask for me to pose by the train, and then they would
So
ask for their.
is that where FOMO comes from?
Fear of missing out on a children's train. But yeah, like, so I have my picture in a bunch of random old dudes train photo albums because they wanted the conductor to be posing by the train. It was the fucking creepiest shit.
Hanging
I've
over
ever
JD
experienced.
Vance's living room couch. Picture of you,
Just me,
his
just
daughters, and a train.
with the little Denver Zoo logo on my shirt.
What is in the train? Is it just like a golf cart engine?
It's a glorified like golf cart basically, but it is like a diesel engine.
Probably like a tractor, yeah.
Yeah.
Tractor
So-
engine.
Oh, that's a dope job though. Was it fun?
No, it was not fucking fun. I mean, I met my wife at that job. She was the one selling.
She was in the gorilla pit.
Yeah, she was the one selling the tickets, and I was driving the train. Tails all this.
That's fucking romantic, dog.
It is. Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
And like now to the point, like we've been together almost 7 years, and I forget we used to be coworkers. So like I was sometimes we'll be arguing, and I'm like, oh yeah, we had an argument like this at our fucking job before. I totally forgot.
Yeah, she was like, quit showing holes
the
to the
fuck up.
animals.
Well, you shut the fuck up and get to work. So
Look,
right.
these animals can't take all this human hole.
all right, Zach, you are no, actually Zach just went. So we got Nick.
All right. At the San Diego Comic-Con this weekend, they announced that Robert Downey Jr., who famously played Iron Man for 15 years, is returning to play Doctor Doom, leaving many wondering the big question, what horrific blackmail material does Marvel have on Robert Downey Jr.?
They're like, you're coming back.
Dude,
Like,
that whole thing is so weird. It's pretty weird.
it is weird. Unfortunately, I'm a fucking nerd. There is like a comic where Iron Man looks like Doctor. It's bullshit. It'll make
I
sense to
saw,
the.
yeah, that there was like a swap
Yeah.
or something.
It'll make sense to the
It was like-
people that love it, but
It was like,
it is strange.
man,
Are
what
you
was
excited for Deadpool and Wolverine?
I saw it. Yeah, it was fun.
How's it
I'm
ending?
not looking forward to it, you know, of
It-
those.
It served its purpose. So,
Mhm.
it wasn't Oppenheimer.
Okay, here's a question. They were doing, I was at the Lyric hosting a comedy show last night, and they were
Mhm.
doing 2 tip jars, and it was
Mhm.
vote in the tip jar whether or not you
Israel
think-
Palestine.
it should be. It was
That's how we
Uh,
decide it.
it was Hugh Jackman versus Ryan Reynolds, like a who's hotter
Mhm.
of the
No, Hugh Jackman for sure.
yeah, his tip jar was
He has
Easy
very
bar
fine
fight, Bobby.
why.
but there's also the possibility that people that think Hugh Jackman are hot are more generous, and the people that think Ryan Reynolds is hottest are cheap
Dudes.
fucks. I feel like
Oh,
that
I
could
guess
be
that's a
another
possibility.
That is
I
a
guess that's-
possibility.
Professor Nick statistics.
Yeah, that was just a mechanism potentially at play there, you know.
Yeah. I will say
You're
this.
an anthropologist.
I will say this. Hugh Jackman teared up and cried in the movie. So it's very funny that you have, this comic book movie that's just supposed to be like a fourth wall, Twitter and Reddit jokes, but Hugh Jackman's in the corner just acting his ass off, kind of like the guy in the Muppet Christmas Carol movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So like that's the whole time I was watching the movie. What's the actor's name?
Michael Caine.
Yeah, Michael Caine.
Well-
Hugh Jackman in Deadpool and Wolverine is Michael Caine in the Muppets movie. That's the commitment.
Oh my god.
And I
Well, 'cause
couldn't-
Michael-
yeah.
Michael Caine acts in that movie like none of the rest of them are Muppets.
Yeah,
You know,
that is
it's like,
that
he
is what
just
Hugh
happens to
Jackman
be-
did.
And then like Tim Curry in Muppet Treasure Island is
Yeah.
acting like he is a Muppet. And
Oh,
that's
wow.
that's the philosophical,
Oh,
That
wow.
is-
work in
okay,
the
so-
road.
There are 2 types of people in the world.
Yeah,
Yeah, if
That-
you're in a Muppet act, if you're in a movie with the Muppets, you treat the Muppets as people,
yeah.
or do you try and pass as a Muppet?
That is 100% the review of Deadpool and Wolverine. That is exactly the two acting.
Those are the 2 genders.
Those Fantastic. Oh my god. That was great. Cory, you're up next.
All right, strap in. Are you ready for some news on Wounded Knee? Didn't expect any Wounded Knee news to come up.
Surprisingly, yes, I am.
Many
Yes.
Native Americans were massacred. The Defense Department will review the medals of honor given to U.S. soldiers in the battle at Wounded Knee to make sure their conduct merits such an honorable award. Those forced to return their medals are accusing the government of Indian giving.
Oh. And you know what? They would.
They fucking would. That is so during the live show when Cory told that joke, that's when our band would pop off right there. If you have any musical abilities, reach out to Zach and I because we do want a live band at the live show. So okay. I got some Nebraska related news for everybody. On Friday, Pornhub has pulled out their access to the state of Nebraska due to the state's new ID requirement for porn sites. Fathers across the state were seen asking their sons, quote, "Hey, what's a VPN?"
Well, that's going to really, as the only non-Nebraskan on this call, I do got to say, that's really going to downtrend incest off that page.
Do you think this will lead to a comeback in woods porn?
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Oh.
Yeah.
Woods porn?
Yeah. Teenagers
yeah.
that can't figure out a VPN are going to be buying the
Nick Dean is in the book planting pornography right now.
Nick Dean is getting real outdoorsy.
Puts on like a set of butterfly wings and just goes in
Yeah, you're gonna see Nick Dean is just gonna be like, Nick Dean is gonna be like the Johnny Appleseed of.
They're gonna make a Studio Ghibli movie about it.
I've got some analog porn I've got to mail to some cousins because they're school shooter types, dude.
Hey, so this reminds me, it's a little bit of a jump. It's JD material that doesn't have a couch.
Yeah.
It was before Couchgate really launched. But JD Vance looks like Matt Gaetz dressed up for a Davy Crockett themed orgy.
That's spot on, man. Oh my God. But I feel like that's another reason why I moved away from Nebraska, because I felt like the Christianity was like just like it is around the whole country, it's just amplifying to like 20. And it's like you are going to see the effect of, young men that can't access porn pretty soon. I feel like, like the incels that can't at least get the poison out.
We feel the impact with mass shootings weekly.
Exactly.
Yeah, not shooting masses.
Take that and then turn it up like 2 more notches. Do you want that?
Oh man,
it's going to lead to more premature mass shootings.
Yeah.
He couldn't make it through the doors of the mall. And he started popping off in the parking lot.
Oh man, we talked about
everybody in Nebraska gets fucking pregnant.
Oh man, we definitely need a Helie rant on Nebraska segment.
To be fair, they probably are.
Yeah. We talked about this last week on the podcast, but the shooter who tried to assassinate Trump, the last thing he searched before he did it was porn. They still haven't released what his search was, which definitely, I said this last week, but it leads me to believe is 100% hentai. They cannot. They don't want the people to know that hentai was searched before Trump was shot in the ear.
Influential.
You don't think it was like a step president stuck in the selection cycle?
Step president hentai.
Yeah, dead president. I just got the image of Trump with tentacles coming out of his orifices. So that is terrifying.
You don't just see him that way?
Yeah.
The shooter also Googled a couple weeks before his attempt. He Googled a lot of information about Lee Harvey Oswald, including did Lee Harvey Oswald have more friends after these. Did Harvey Oswald get to fuck Jodie Foster after the assassination? And on and on.
Oh my God. It is, yeah, we're 3 weeks away and it's still not the top news story that the president or former president was almost shot. The fact that couch fucking is the number one search thing right now is fantastic. Downfall of an empire.
You guys see that Trump actually just within the last couple of days, he told Christians at a rally that they won't have to vote after this election. And I just thought it was a cool opportunity to say to possibly any Christians watching your podcast that actually they don't have to vote in this election either.
You're actually done. You don't have to do it anymore.
Yeah, it's been great, guys. It's been great.
I want to see an edit of just the Jersey Shore theme song, just verbatim, but just replace it with all presidential candidates throughout.
That'd be fantastic. I think, yep, Zach, you are up next, baby.
Okay. Scientists announced on Tuesday that they may have discovered a way to reverse autism. Personally, I don't care what they discover. They can pry my puzzle pieces from my cold, dead hand.
Like I said, you have to find the same train. That's the hard part, because this was like 20 years ago now. You have to find the same train and you have to pull the handle again. The only way to do it.
Hair of the train that bit you.
Yeah.
It's like the movie Big, but with autism and a train. Instead of the arcade game.
Oh my God. It's like vampires. They have to kill the vampire that made them.
Vampire train?
To break the curse. All right, Nick, you're up.
All right. Earlier this week in an interview, Elon Musk said that the woke mind virus killed his trans child who had sought gender affirming care. And just a day or two later, Tesla posted their second straight quarter of losses, prompting the Tesla board to say, well, which mind virus did this, Elon?
This is the mind virus in the room with us right now. Did you see that Elon backed out of his $45 million monthly donation promise that he was going to do to the Republicans?
To Trump, yeah.
Yeah.
Because Trump Trump hates him. Like Trump makes fun of him all the time.
Nice.
Trump
Good for everyone.
Well, Trump hates electric vehicles.
Like, you can't have any of my daddy dollars.
Well, Trump's big on like fuel. Like he hates electric vehicles.
Yeah. So
Elon Musk was just salty because he was like, I know another guy who fucks couches who would have been great for this job.
Yeah, speaking of salty, the inside of JD Vance's couch.
Oh my God, I bet it smells like a dirty dishwasher.
It just smells like old soft pretzels.
His wife is he gets home and his wife has replaced all the furniture with just like lawn chairs.
Yeah.
Just like the most uncomfortable plastic lawn chairs.
He finds a way.
Oh man. He
I've slummed it before.
His coffee table book is the Ottoman Empire. All right. Cory.
News on El Chapo's partner, Ismael El Mayo Zambado, currently facing charges for fentanyl production. He was captured when duped into boarding a plane that led him to Texas, where U.S. federal agents were waiting to arrest him. Before being cuffed, he did have a moment to purchase a souvenir. I went to Texas and Fenton, all I got was this lousy t-shirt.
Oh my God, that's great.
What a dummy, though. That's so funny.
Yeah, for real.
Fucking idiot, dude.
Stupid. All right, I got one last joke, folks. One last. Okay. A Phoenix, Arizona man has been arrested and charged after surveillance video shows him committing bestiality on his mother's horse. The suspect asked what he did wrong, the arresting officer said, quote, "You can't come in a gift horse's mouth."
Jesus.
I ran some of these jokes by my wife before recording, and I did not run that one by her. I was like,
Nice.
I'll just spare her that one.
Yeah. Skip that one.
Oh, not a big horse fucking.
I know my audience. Speaking of that,
The poor guy, he just didn't know how to make glue.
yeah. Oh my
Jesus.
I didn't include this in the joke, but in the article, he literally says that he was just taking care of the horse, and the horse's genitals rubbed up against his leg, and he actually did say one thing led to another to the
Oh
police.
my God.
And it's like, dude, that is not the thing that you want to be saying when you're accused of bestiality. One thing does not always lead to another.
One thing
No.
bred to another.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
you know, I asked. She did say shit.
He had one of those My Little Pony tattoos, and it was
Oh yeah, what are those
On
dudes
the
called?
hip.
Bronies? Bronies? Is that what those
Bronies,
dudes?
yeah, bronies.
Foamers.
We're really hitting the
Foaming
niche.
brony.
Yeah. We're all about the same age.
We're hitting the niche groups today. We really are.
Did anyone have the misfortune of watching the Mr. Hands video in high school?
I don't think so.
No,
Yeah.
No. Do you guys know what it is?
no,
You
Yeah, I
don't
know
know
what
what
that
Mr.
is.
Hands is?
no. What's
Cory-
Mr. Hands?
Yeah, Cory, do you know Mr. Hands?
No.
Haley, do you know Mr. Hands?
I really
I know.
don't
I
It
know,
sounds
Preston.
so
Yeah, Nick-
vaguely familiar.
Nick and I are unfortunately the witnesses.
Small, unfortunate club.
okay.
What
So this is around the time that Two Girls One Cup came out. You know, all these fucking videos, and you know, your friend tells your friend to search a video, and they're like, "Hey, look up blue waffle," and then you look it up, and then you're scarred for life.
Lemonparty.org.
Yeah.
This is like during the height of all that. But Mr. Hands was a video of this unfortunate gentleman receiving anal sex from a horse. And
Man.
and
Oh God.
it literally killed him.
Well, you know, one thing led
One
to
thing
another.
led to
Oh,
dude-
no.
the
Oh my
dude
God. So you got fucked to death by a horse?
he got
Like,
fucked to
that's
death by
pretty,
a
like,
horse.
that's all right to say.
Imagine like at the funeral being like, "I'm sorry for your loss."
He died.
The horse was a
doing
tramp. He
well.
was trampled.
He died doing, yeah, like Haley said, what he loved screaming because all of his organs got rearranged by a horse.
horse.
This is why you don't have sex with your shoes on, horse.
I still don't know why it's called Mr. Hands, but that is what you searched, and then
The
it
name
was-
kind of makes it worse. I'm
yeah,
not
it
gonna
really
lie.
does. Yeah,
It makes it like a very creepy thing. And,
Yeah.
and as
Very
you're
it-
learning or discovering, you don't have time to stick around for the context of like,
Yeah.
well, how do you get that wacky nickname?
Like you didn't need to name the movie after the horse.
no. But then also it's very terrifying that a horse just automatically knew what to do because the guy bent over in front of the horse and then the horse just went for it. So-
that just means it wasn't the first time, probably.
The horse said, "Don't worry, I've done this before."
I've done it. Hey, I got you. Don't worry.
That horse was actually in Boogie Nights.
The horse said, yeah, while the camera was recording, the guy died. The horse said, "I could do it again."
That guy's the real horse whisperer.
Horse cum is called ranch dressing.
Oh God.
That's where horsey sauce came from.
Oh,
All
fuck.
right,
Oh.
folks. All right. Zach, do you have another joke?
Yeah. Cody Coy is stepping down from his podcast network following allegations he had sex with an underage influencer. I have no idea who Cody Coy is. I just wanted to say an entire paragraph that would give my grandpa a stroke and kill him.
That's good.
A lot of streamers are creepers, man.
Yeah,
weird. Weird.
It's so
You mean
weird.
all that?
Yeah.
You mean all those reasons we're bullying all of those people was
Weird? I don't.
totally justified, totally vindicated bullying. You know?
Yeah, guys who sit in their chair 8 hours a day trying to make teenagers.
You have a gamer chair that you're not even fucking? Well,
what are you doing with your life? Okay, Nick, do you got more jokes?
Yeah. I got so in the news earlier today, a scientist successfully grew a penis in a laboratory, and fortunately, it was a woman scientist who is working on fertility problems that wound up being able to do this instead of a male scientist who would obviously be using this knowledge to create a hideous penis monster.
I want a booby monster. I want a pet booby. Can he do boobies? Can you imagine just a little boob Roombaing or like armadillo trotting around your house, but it's just a little boob with alien legs?
JD Vance is like, honey, I was looking for the Boomba in the couch. I promise you.
Have you seen the Boomba?
JD Vance gets a boob couch.
Do you think? Oh man,
full circle. This is the couch episode.
Do you think JD Vance's dad caught him when he was 14 fucking the couch, so he made him fuck the whole warehouse?
You gotta fuck the living room.
Mother, we fucked all the couch.
Instead of finishing a whole pack of cigarettes, he has to fuck all the furniture in the
house. Every piece of furniture to completion. Think about it.
Helie, do you have any more jokes before we move on to Cory?
No, sorry.
Okay. No, you're good. I just want to check in.
Yeah, like I guess I just wasn't sure, like, oh, is this supposed to be like political focused? And if you ever have me on again, I'll come in.
You're good. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Be a problem.
Hey, we did a boneless chicken pussy joke, so I think anything is fair game. So
that's political.
Yeah,
that's political. That's my single issue voter.
It actually literally was political.
Yeah, so I mean, it was the Supreme Court. So I forgive me.
The chicken Supreme Court.
The chicken Supreme Court. All right, Cory, go ahead.
A bikini worn by Princess Leia in Star Wars fetched $175,000 at an auction this week. In related news, some man's nose has sniffed every thread of that bikini.
It is George Lucas. He bought it back.
The purchaser put the item on his V card, stating, "Why have a V card if you've never used it?" Is Visa.
That is fucking great. Oh my god.
You are so funny.
I didn't finish writing this joke, so I'm just going to say it. The head of the Secret Service resigned after testifying in front of Congress this week after failing to stop the assassination attempt of former President Donald Trump. In her resignation letter, she said, quote, "Yeah, that one's on me." That's all I had for that one.
I kind of like the simple,
Yeah. See, the problem I've had with these jokes is trying not to channel Norm too much.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to.
I'm gonna
those videos.
I'm gonna watch I'm actually gonna watch Jay Leno. Jokes because I love watching goofy ass hacky shit and then writing jokes.
Yeah.
He was so good at it because he kept them all on his chin.
Hey,
folks, I really need to get a soundboard for this fucking thing.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah. All right, Zach, do you have any left?
Celine Dion delivered an iconic performance at the opening ceremony of the Olympics in Paris on Friday. Man, she wasn't lying when she said her heart will go on. I could have sworn she was dead already.
Helie, she sang the theme song to Remember the Titans that your grandma liked.
Yeah, she did.
I actually did think she was
went
dead.
Out
I
onto
thought that
the
was a
field
big
and
thing.
sang.
I thought that was a big thing a few months ago that she died.
Well, she has a
Taylor
sickness.
Swift was a dick to her.
Stiff person syndrome, which
so
do dead people.
Okay.
So,
Olivia Newton-John died.
That is
I
true.
appreciate the confusion. Yeah,
that is true. Yeah.
Did you see the outrage of the drag performers at the end of the
Oh, yeah.
I had one I was trying to find for that.
Yeah.
Like, this Olympic opening ceremony caused controversy.
Yeah.
The drag recreation of the Last Supper, because there was absolutely nothing gay about 13 best friends practicing socialist healthcare magic.
Watching
And
each
all
other's
sitting on the
feet.
same side of the table together.
Yeah, all washing each other's feet.
The hard cam.
Oh my god. And then like it turns out they were just recreating the Feast of Dionysus or whatever, some Greek mythology, because it's the fucking Olympics.
Well, and
So-
that's another is there's a lot of criticism that the Olympic opening ceremony from the drag
Yeah.
tableau and Gojira playing, which was like a cool like Metalocalypse come to life.
Yeah.
A lot of Christians have said there was a lot of anti-Christian messaging in, of course, the Olympics, a celebration of pre-Christian times.
Yeah. Christ was never involved in the
It's
games.
not all about you.
Yeah.
It's not all
Oh,
about
I don't know. As an athlete, I hear Jesus could hang.
The Last Supper was extremely gay. I mean, they were about to nail a guy. All right.
Yeah, I had the I won't say who it was, but I had to have dinner with someone that I know, and she's a crazy Christian right-wing lady, and she said it was literally a bastardization of the Last Supper, which was very funny because the Last Supper, it's not like a deity, it's not a god, it's just something that happened, quote unquote. And I said that was my favorite part, and she was speechless. Her brain fucking melted in her head. She didn't know what to say.
You went to
then
dinner
I
with
was-
Candace Cameron from Full House.
Yes, that is who I went
fucking hate
to.
her, Cory. I love you for that.
That is who I went to. That is the official
last-
story.
You
Supper
went to
Club.
dinner with Steve McGrew?
Were you guys
Yeah.
at the Last Supper Club?
Yeah, Mud Flaps was in town, and I thought I had to meet up with him. And
The Last Breakfast Club sounds way fucking cooler.
oh, dude, holy
Oh,
shit!
Jesus as Spender.
Oh man.
You know what I got for Christmas? Hung on a cross 3 months later.
The last Breakfast Club was a great sketch. You should keep
Oh my
keep-
god!
hold-
Oh,
hold
is
on.
that a thing?
no, hold on
No,
to that.
no.
Oh,
I'm saying
yes.
hold on to that. That's a great sketch
Yeah,
idea.
you need
the
to write
last
that.
Breakfast Club.
Oh
Yeah,
my
hold
God.
on to that.
That is fan. Oh my god!
Jesus having to share his birthday with Christmas.
Judas gets a makeover. All right, Nick, do you have any left?
No, I
I'm all out.
I got through all the ones I
Yeah,
believed in enough to.
I got one more. I don't know if Cory has any more.
yeah, Cory, you got?
I
any
got a
left?
couple.
Yeah, go for it.
Don't
Be too rapid fire.
A U.S.-funded Israeli airstrike on a Gaza school killed 30 in Palestine. Even in the summer, the U.S. finds a way to make some school children die.
Damn, you should tweet that one. That's fucking
Okay,
great.
yeah, I do have two left. I'll keep it.
Hell yeah, dude.
You mentioned school shooting and Zach perks up.
dude. He's like, how can I fit Obama drones in this one?
Oh man, I didn't get a drone one this week.
You
Shit.
still got some time.
Oh shit! I do have one.
Drone
Yeah.
on about it for a second.
Okay, here we go.
All right, we'll do Zach,
Science-
Nick, and then Cory.
Scientists determined this week that Lunchables contain dangerous trace amounts of lead. I mean, come on, folks. Don't school children already get enough lead in them with this nation's gun laws?
God damn. All right, I know that one's going on to your next special, Zach.
Yeah, dude.
Nick.
Yeah, the Olympics have first week here has been rocked by a scandal. Canadian soccer has been using drones to spy on the competition, which is both shocking but also kind of inspiring that the Canadians finally have somebody to spy on.
Nice. Cory.
Cory, how many do you
sorry.
have left?
This is my last real joke, I suppose. Yeah.
Okay, I'll do one more after you, and then we can be
Go
done.
for it.
Yeah, just further talking about the Olympics. The Olympics synced up with my vasectomy this weekend. I've been icing my balls this whole time we've been chatting. Just sharing my vasectomy is synchronized swimming. Is my synchronized swimmers. If you're unfamiliar with what a vasectomy is, fellas, it's people that aren't allies. It's called the wife stitch. No, if you're not aware, a vasectomy is now where all my swimmers will from now on die in vain. I'm a Sandy Hook dad. All right, guys, that's really all.
Damn, that's great. I actually learned what husband stitch was recently, and that was
fucked up,
horrifying. I was like, "That's a real thing." Jesus Christ! All right, go for it, Zach.
I'm gonna be blissfully ignorant on that.
Good call.
Yeah, we probably should. We talked about Mr. Hands. We don't need to talk about
yeah. We're gonna get like a NC-17 rating or something.
We're gonna be buried in the algorithm this week, and I don't care.
All right, here's my American football is set to be added to the 2028 Olympic Games, with some countries thinking it's too easy for the U.S. to win gold. But come on, if we were really trying to rig it for ourselves, we just add mass shootings as an event.
Did you see in a shooting event, America got bronze?
I know, it's embarrassing. What are we doing this? What are we even doing?
Yeah, what did we send Trump shooter?
Yeah. All right, I have to call it there. I don't think we can talk.
That's a great end. That's a great closer.
Well, thanks again for joining us, Cory, Helie, Nick. Folks, please like, subscribe, share the podcast. There's a video version on YouTube. The audio, if you're listening, of course, is on all the platforms. Leave us a review, leave us a roast review, and we'll read it on the podcast. And as always, Zach, let's do our sign off. And
all right.
1, 2, 3. Fucking Night Shyamalan. We love you. We'll see you next week.